Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the channel. If you're new, welcome. My name is Shalise. I'm a 40-year-old mama, wife, just a regular investor in these trenches trying to get to financial freedom, right? So if you want some motivation, make sure you like, share, and subscribe. I am not a financial advisor, so please do not blindly follow me, but take the golden nuggets of what I'm talking about and apply it to your own personal journey. Remember, this is our portfolio, our journey, our money, and this is what we think is the best way to do with it. You can do whatever you want with yours, but this is our journey, and we're just sharing it to keep ourselves accountable and again to motivate others, okay? And also beware of scammers and fake pages. So today I want to share with you our SCHD dividend for the month of March. You guys know I love SCHD. Now I have been investing in this since the end of 2021. So, it's been a couple years. It's not something I make just because it's popular. I've been investing in SCHD when people didn't like it. So I really do like it, and I'm so glad we have it, especially for markets like the one we're in, where tech is being taken, it's being beat right now, year to date. So I really do like it. But before I get to the big SCHD payment, a couple of things first. So I wanted to give a quick update on our SCHD fund or portfolio over in Robinhood. I'm getting the interactive brokers one mixed up because I'm excited to talk about that one. But for this one, we've been building this up since October of 2024. And we start with $10 every Friday. It's automatically invested. And it's just a great way to show you guys if you are of a low income or if you just don't have a lot of money left over at the end of the month to invest. I'm here to show you that you can invest with fractional shares. And so $10 every Friday. There have been times I've forgotten about this because, again, I have a lot of stuff going on in my day-to-day life. But having your automated investments turned on, the platforms, no matter if you use Robinhood, Fidelity, Schwab, Vanguard, they will automatically pull your investment, the money for you and invest it. You just have to tell it to. You got to go under your settings to do it, but you can easily set it up. So just so that you can see, our average cost is $28.03. So we are down. But look, we have 8.55 shares, right? Almost at 10 shares. That's our first big goal. 10 shares by doing $10 every single week. I mean, you can't even get a cheese pizza for that nowadays, right? I mean, cheese pizzas are what, in my area, 14, $15 easy for a large cheese pizza. So you can buy some assets if you are getting takeout, hair and nails done. We are, buying, these sporting betting apps and all of that. If we have money to do that, we have a little bit of money to put in the markets, okay? You can see that our market value is $235 and some change, and we are down about 1.91%. But again, we're just going to continue to invest like we've been doing and just watch it grow, slowly in real time. So let me show you the dividend we received for this position. So I scroll down and you can see we have a dividend that was pending. So I'm filming this on March 31st. So it'll go through when the market opens. So it's pre-market right now. It's early when I'm filming this, but $2.04. That's what's pending. And look, you can see our recurring investments. All right. So this automatically will buy $10 for us on April 4th. That's Friday. So that's every Friday. It's buying $10 for us so that we don't even have to come back on here manually. If I forget, if I'm tired when I get home later, I don't have to wonder, did I invest anything? No, the platform done it for me. Now, don't get me wrong. I love to come in and invest on my own, but I want to show you guys that you can set up the automated investments and, it'll work for you that way. I also wanted to let you guys know I came to the SCHD website and the Reconstitution information is now on here. I know when I did my Reconstitution video, it wasn't on there officially, but it is. You see right here, documents. Click on that. But you can see last updated March 27, 2025. And this is the entire report, 8-page report for SCHD and the international SCHY. You can come on over and view it. You can read about it. And that way you can keep, update. You can see all of the ads that they added to the fund and all of the funds that's here, just that way you can go and see it. Another thing that I wanted to bring up from their site is that SCHD is a qualified dividend. So before I move to the bigger dividend we received for March, this is a question that I always get. Like, what about taxes? We're going to always have to pay taxes. I have a YouTube channel. Guess what? I have to pay taxes. I have a small business. I have to pay taxes. My daughter who has her job, she has to pay taxes. The rental income we get, taxes. The day job, goodness gracious, the day job, we have to pay taxes. So we are going to have to pay taxes, right? The 401k, when we go to take that money out, taxes. Now the Roth, we don't have to pay taxes, but that money that you put in there is already taxed. So yeah, it's about trying to pay as less tax as possible. I am on Investopedia. Now Investopedia is free, but they have like a ton of ads, but a lot of good information. But this is, I'm going to leave this article down below so that you can learn more about qualified dividends, because SCHD is a qualified dividend. And again, you get taxed at either 0, 15, or 20%. And I can tell you guys that our tax rate for ordinary income or day job money is higher than this, right? So the money that we're making in our 9 to 5s, we're getting taxed higher than dividend income. So this is one thing that I really, really like about qualified dividends. Now, not all dividend funds and dividend stocks are qualified. Some are not, but most of the ones we have are. And look at this, the maximum rate for qualified dividends is 20%. We pay more in tax from the day job. So again, I'm not a tax professional, but I just wanted to show you guys that that money we're making on SCHD is getting taxed less than our day job. Okay. So now that we have that out the way, I'm here on one of my favorite websites, Stock Analysis. But before I move on, you will see a screenshot up on your screen of our dividend we received in Interactive Brokers. So we have what, 700 and some odd shares? No, 17. I'm saying 700. 1,700 and some odd shares over there. It was a $50,000 position. I'm going to continue to refer to it because the market is tanking. But guess what? It was. And I have no control of the market. And we did achieve our goal. And so I'm going to keep saying it. I think right now it's at like 47 or so. But I'm rounding to the nearest whole number. But our shares, are our shares. And I have the drip turned off for now. I mentioned this in Q1, actually at the beginning of the year. We want to use that dividend to help build up other positions. And I'm thinking of using that dividend to put into VTI. I really want to get 100K and we're almost there. And I may do that. But that's another strategy that I like to use, is just to get the dividend and use it to build up another position. And especially when you have 420 some odd dollars that we're getting from SCHD in that account, that'll buy us 2 shares, almost 2 shares, which is not bad at all. So yeah, I'm not complaining about it. I love it. And look, that's what we made from just Interactive Brokers and Robinhood. Almost $430 worth of dividends, which is amazing. Okay. And you can see back here on Stock Analysis website, you can look at the dividend history. So if you are new and you want to know, like, how long have they been paying out this dividend, you can come back here and you can see they've been paying out this dividend. Now, this only goes back 10 years, but you can go on SCHD's website and get it even further. But it has been paying out for a good while, even during 2020 when the pandemic first happened and everything was just crashing. And you can see that the dividend increased, and they've just been consistent with it. And you can see some SCHD articles. People are now trying to buy SCHD because it's a great complement to a bigger fund that you may have in your portfolio that has a lot of tech. SCHD, let me come over to holdings, does not have a whole lot of tech. You see, it has a little bit, but not a whole lot, right? And that's one thing that I really love about it. I love that they have Coke and some pharma companies. They have a little bit of bigger banks in this company, consumer staples, consumer discretionary, energy, which is, I feel like is a big one now. So yeah, so I just wanted to come on and give like a 10-minute update, a video on our SCHD positions in Robinhood and in Interactive Brokers to show you guys both small amounts and large amounts do add up, but we all start somewhere. Make sure you stay tuned for my next video. That'll be the rest of the dividends in our taxable accounts. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe. Let me know down below if you are an SCHD investor, how much did you make in passive income, dividend income for the month of March. And until next time, you already know, I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.